Hello and welcome to yet another note-taking app, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. I wanted to touch on a new note-taking app, or it isn't new, but it is called MemAI, and you know how every note-taking app has been implementing AI. Well, Mem was one of the first to do it, and I believe that AI can be really good if it is used properly. So let's take a look at Mem. First of all, you have to pay for MEmX to get a lot of the features that Mem is providing. And it costs $8 a month if you pay annually, and I think it's 10 if you pay monthly. Overall, the app is really good. It has a web clipper, and it also has a iOS app, which is completely useless, so you can't use it anyway. It is buggy, it breaks down, it crashes, so that doesn't work. But it supports something called Flows, and you can send yourself text messages through WhatsApp or text or Telegram, something that a lot of note-taking apps do offer. For example, Capacities does offer that as well. You have scheduled mems where you can send yourself a mem at a specific time, and every note inside of MemAI is called a mem. So you can get a note at a certain time every single day. For example, if you like to plan your days in the morning, you can have a daily planning mem scheduled for when you wake up, so you can sit down at the computer and plan your days. It has tasks, which is great. I personally don't like using tasks inside of a note-taking app, but if you go into a note and you write a couple of tasks, let's just call this podcast, you will get your tasks inside of here, and you can schedule your tasks for another day. So it is really easy to use, and I like it a lot. But again, I'm not using my note-taking app as a task manager. It doesn't use folders. Instead, it has tags, and you can see all of your tags. Let's go into one of my notes. It supports Markdown as well, so you can use Markdown if that is something you're familiar with. And when you subscribe to MEmX, you get something called similar mems. You have all of your notes that is tagged with the same thing here. And if you use MEmX, you will get similar mems below that. And similar mems is everything the AI thinks would fit into the thing you're writing. And I found myself taking a lot more notes than I'm doing right now, simply because I trusted the AI to resurface a lot of the apps, and it does a really good job. So if you don't like organizing your notes, which I don't like at all, you can easily use Mem to resurface a lot of the notes that you have been taking. So I like that a lot. Another thing I like is its inbox feature. So every time I would have to work on something the next day, I would just put that note into the inbox, and I would go into my inbox and have all of the notes I'm working on right now. So that's some of the basic features of Mem. It also has Mem Smart Write, where you can use AI to write based off the notes you have inside of the app. Almost like a chat GPT for your notes, which is the direction I think a lot of note-taking apps will take in the future. But there are a few problems with the app. One of them is that the mobile app simply doesn't work, or the iOS app. There isn't an Android app yet. That is a problem. The second thing is pricing, and I think $8 or $10 a month is reasonable. But to get SmartWrite, to have an AI help you write things, it isn't included inside of the subscription. You have to pay extra to get credits to to use SmartWrite and get the AI to write things for you, which I don't think is any good, to be honest. I don't like it at all, because I would rather have it baked into some of the already existing subscriptions, and I would rather pay more for my subscriptions instead of having to pay extra to use SmartWrite with credits. So that's a couple of things. The last thing is that I haven't experienced it, but I have read it a lot that the app can be a little bit buggy. I've experienced it one time with the web clipper, that one time I used it. And I have read a lot in the Slack community of Mem that the app can be a little bit buggy, but I haven't experienced that for myself, except from when I used Mem Spotlight or Mem Web Clipper. So that's all about Mem. It was a simple review of the app. I like it, and I would probably recommend it, even though there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. But overall, I think it's a really good app, and I really hate organizing all of my notes. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again quite soon.